Amanda from the Fundamental Home, and I'm here today with my lovely friend Tara from Living on a Dime. And she has this amazing cookbook that we have talked about over and over again in the Frugal Family Food group. I'm covering your face with it. Dining on a Dime cookbook. And we're actually gonna make something out of this cookbook. She's been staying the night at my house and we're like hanging out and doing the girlfriend thing. And we actually did a video on her channel that I'll link for you guys over in the top somewhere. You'll see it. And we talked about gluten-free cooking. Yeah. So we decided we were gonna go ahead and make us a little gluten-free breakfast treat. And we're gonna make some oatmeal muffins. And I'm gonna do a little twist on them. I'm gonna put a little pumpkin in it. Yep. And we're gonna show you what it looks like. It's on page 58. Yep. 58 of her Dining on a Dime cookbook. I'm gonna have an affiliate link down in the description box if you guys want to check it out. So let's get started with the recipe. Okay, so here's what it looks like on page 58, and we're gonna use a cup of quick oats. Now to make it gluten-free, make sure you have gluten-free oatmeal. Packed brown, half a cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup flour. We're gonna use gluten-free. A teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon cinnamon, and instead of buttermilk, we are going to substitute some sour cream and a little bit extra water and an egg, and instead of half cup of vegetable oil, I'm going to use pumpkin because we talked about in that video where when you have gluten-free flours, a lot of times they're a little bit gritty if you don't use like some apple or some pumpkin. So that's how we're gonna change this up to make it work gluten-free. You can definitely do that with a lot of her other recipes if you need some gluten-free options. So let's get started. Okay, so it says in the recipe, you're gonna put the ingredients in the order they are listed. So Tara, you're gonna start with our 1 cup of quick oats. Oatmeal. What? She's like Vanna White right here. And then the next thing in order is the half a cup of packed brown sugar. While I get that, you can go ahead and get 1 cup of flour. We're gonna use this Pillsbury's Best gluten-free flour. I'll link Amazon affiliate link in the description box because I always talk about this flour. We use it a lot. So you get that.
I can't wait to try this because I've never tried this one.
I actually got that because someone recommended it to me, and it's worked out. In terms of ones that you buy without doing a gluten-free blend, I think that's probably been the best one that we've had in our experience. So hold on, you can't do that yet. It's got to go in order. There you go. Now you can dump it. I'm just following the cookbook instructions. She's a pro. She's a pro. So okay, go ahead.
I never do anything in order.
So we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So you can do that. And I'm going to get the half a teaspoon of salt.
And the world needs more salt. Oh, sorry. I'm always saying that because usually people don't realize if a recipe doesn't taste good, it needs more salt. Just a little. You don't have to like do a ton.
I'm a salt sprinkle. I really am. Half teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, and these are all of our little tasty ingredients. And then we're going to get those softer ingredients. So we'll toss that in there. And buttermilk.
I do, just as a tip, when I'm making quick breads, anytime cakes, that kind of thing, I do whisk kind of all my dry ingredients together. Usually this one, it doesn't really matter so much, but it just, if your baking soda or baking powder gets clumpy, it gets it distributed evenly so you don't have little clumps. So
somehow I missed the baking soda. I don't think we did that.
Oh, did we not? Oh,
no,
okay.
I got it though.
Okay.
Half a teaspoon. There you go. Because I don't remember opening it, and I don't think you did either.
Okay, I know this is off topic, but what is this?
That is an opo squash I got from our friend from the Philippines. So she shared it with us. Let's see. So we are going to next do the, oh, you know what? Go ahead and whisk it.
Okay.
Since you think whisk is over there.
I don't do much. I just
It's a good idea.
See how your brown sugar is kind of clumpy? So, you know, everybody has that. So I just smush it up. And there we go. Get it all smashed in and all distributed. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. It just gets it a little bit. There we go. Ta-da!
Okay, so the recipe calls for a cup of buttermilk, and I don't have milk, you know, I don't keep it in the house very much. One thing I like to use instead of buttermilk when it calls for it is sour cream. It's got that same kind of loft, the same thing that you get from a soured milk, because it's sour cream. So anyway, I'm going to use, it calls for a cup of buttermilk, so I'm going to use a little over a half a cup of sour cream, and I'm going to add another probably half cup of water just to get that extra liquid, so that'll make it the same consistency. Don't show my dirty sink, girl. And there it is. So there's that. Next we have 1 egg. I'm gonna put you in charge of the egg while I do a 1/2 cup of pumpkin. Thank you. Now again, the recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, but I like to substitute pumpkin for vegetable oil in just about all of my recipes that are baking related, because you know pumpkin's good. It's fall, it's good time to do it. And it's just, like I said, it really helps with the texture of gluten-free flours that can be a little gritty. So
I've never heard that. I can't wait to try these and see if that works, because that's one thing I don't like about gluten-free baking is the gritty kind of taste. But this will be really cool if this works, which I believe you it does because you've used it.
I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked. You're going to love it. You're going to be like, I'm doing this from now on for everything. Applesauce, excuse me. Applesauce works really well too, but I personally just prefer pumpkin. Yeah. And besides that, I'm out of applesauce. I just made my last applesauce pie, so pumpkin.
I love all things pumpkin.
How come? It's pumpkin. Look at that. It's creamy and delicious. And it goes really well with the cinnamon and the oatmeal.
And you paid $1 for this?
I paid $1 for this.
Whoa, that's a good deal.
Yep, the Dollar General half price clearance sale. And that's a little more than 1/2 cup, but you know, a little extra pump. That didn't ever hurt it. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up and put it away because we'll use that for something else. But in the meantime, oh, there's water in here too, right? No? No. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get this started. Oh, okay. So, how much do you recommend? Like fill it halfway?
So,
or?
I do 2/3.
2/3. Okay.
Yeah. That's for all muffin recipes, unless it specifically says you want to usually do 2/3.
I want to show you this consistency just so you know what it looks like.
It smells good.
It looks like oatmeal to me, really, to be honest with you. But
yeah, it does.
I make a really great pumpkin oatmeal recipe, and I pretty much just kind of these same ingredients, except for the sour cream. Pumpkin oatmeal, a little brown sugar, and it's just really tasty.
Well,
is that about the right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the end of August. We gotta start pumpkin eating. I love pumpkin. Everything pumpkin.
Now, our local coffee shop has already started with the pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, really?
They have. I have not had one, but Brianna is chomping at the bit to have one. Her and her friend were gonna go, and then they couldn't go one day, but
yeah,
you know, decaf people, decaf.
Decaf.
She doesn't need full calf. Okay, so this is what it looks like now that it's done, and I was asking Tara if she ever does like a crumble topping on it, and she said there's a couple of options in here. Page 59, cinnamon muffins, they have a topping that you dip it in butter and then sprinkle some cinnamon and sugar on it, and you can also she has a coffee cake in here that has a crumb topping, so you can use some of the other recipes to switch it up and make it special. We're gonna toss it in like it is, and we might put a little butter on it with a little cinnamon sugar here in a minute. So 400-degree oven, it's going in for 15 to 20 minutes. So it's in the oven now, and it's at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll check on it. So the muffins look really good, but I'm going to do the shortcut version to basically everything. And I'm basically just going to take the butter and just do a little swipe over the top of it.
And I usually take the stick of butter that's from the refrigerator
and just
rub the end of it so it's easier to get on, I think. But
so I'm going to just do that, and then as soon as that's done, I'm going to take this cinnamon sugar and we're going to just sprinkle it on the top. And that's going to be our toasty topping. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then we're going to eat some of this. It smells really good. All done. They are perfect. Okay, you one?
Okay. There we go. I'm gluten-free, so we'll try it.
Yep, we're going to try it.
Oh. Okay, I know this is my recipe, but man, that was good.
You're a little partial. So what do you think of the pumpkin?
It's really good.
It does make a difference in the softness. The texture of it really changes. And I love the oatmeal. Anything with oatmeal is great. I was just saying that this would be perfect. I mean, obviously it's a great breakfast food because it's a muffin.
It's not gritty at all.
No. I think it's great for a lunch too, because we get a lot of questions about packing lunches.
After school snack. And this recipe probably cost about 50 cents to make. You know, give or take, for all of these. And your kids are hungry. If your hungry kids are satisfied, it doesn't cost a lot. Really, it took us a little longer because I was in your kitchen, sorry, but
No.
for me to make these, it takes literally not even 5 minutes to mix them up and get them all.
It just takes a couple seconds to mix it up. 15 minutes in the oven, done. You could do this while you were getting ready in the morning if you had to. This is really easy.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing your muffin recipe with me.
They were so good. I'm gonna add.
I was gonna say now we're gonna just sit here and eat them, but
and I'm happy because normally my pumpkin breads aren't gritty, and now I know why my pumpkin bread is not gritty with gluten-free flour. So there you go.
see, it works.
Yeah.
So, all right. You all have a great day. We're gonna eat our muffins, and don't forget to check out Tara over at livingonadime.com. And Living on a Dime on YouTube. I'm totally saying that with my mouth full. Sorry.
And Facebook. We're all over the place.
Anyway, there'll be links in the description box. And you can check her out.
This one was on page 58.
Yep.
Down the other.
So, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.